The next danger is bad trips, the classic bad trip. Now, there's different degrees of bad trips. There's bad trips and there's really, really, really bad trips. Those are the ones you especially want to avoid. Most people have no idea how bad of a bad trip can get because people totally underestimate the power of consciousness. See, consciousness is all powerful and it's infinite. Consciousness is rendering your entire sense of reality and everything you've ever seen or known. And consciousness can literally imagine, conjure up, and manifest anything that you can possibly imagine, and even things you can't imagine. The worst nightmares can come to life on psychedelics. Think of the worst nightmare you've ever had in your life, and then imagine it being manifest as real or even more real than this physical reality that you're in right now. And imagine that lasting for 2, 3, 5 hours. And in fact, it's even worse than that because when you're in these psychedelic peaks, there's no notion of time. So some of these horrific trips can seem like they last for eternity, literally eternity. So imagine being stuck in the worst possible hellish nightmare you can imagine, where you're being tortured and devils are coming at you and all sorts of crazy things. You're in total madness. And it seems like you're stuck there for eternity, and it seems like you'll never return. That's another aspect of these bad trips, is that it's not like you're having a bad trip and then you can just kind of convince yourself that, oh, well, okay, everything's going to be fine. I'll be back to normal in a few hours. Sometimes you can reassure yourself that way, but if you're in a really, really bad trip, that there won't be that reassurance because you're going to actually believe that you are fully in that new reality. You're going to completely lose memory of even having an old reality to come back to or an old life. You're going to forget all about material existence. You're going to be in that new reality. It's going to be a hellish reality. You're going to have no control over it. Your ego is not going to be able to manipulate it. You're going to be stuck in thought loops that you won't be able to control. And it's just going to be this downward, infinite spiral into hell. That is possible. Beware of that. And the way you avoid that is lower your doses. Those kind of super bad trips usually happen when you dose too high. And also, you need to ground yourself and be sort of psychologically healthy so that you don't have a paranoid mind. The more paranoid your mind is, the more likely you are to go into these negative thought spirals and then lose control and go into these states of madness. So that's certainly possible. Be careful with that, especially if you have a mind that tends to be depressive and negative, and you're not able to control your thoughts very well. You're not able to cut off negative thoughts, and you tend to dwell on those. Be careful, because that will get you into bad trip territory. Then your doses need to be very low.